It was an ordinary day. The mountains were quiet, and I was on my way back from the city. That's when I saw her. A donkey, thin, tired, and standing in the middle of the road. Her coat was rough, her ribs showing, her eyes heavy. She looked at me like she had been waiting for someone, maybe anyone, just to notice her. I stopped, walked closer, and the closer I came, the clearer it became. She had given up. No rope, no food, no water, just standing there, forgotten. I knew in that moment I couldn't drive past. I couldn't pretend I haven't seen her. This was the start of her rescue. Unsure if she could trust me. But when I offered her water, her head dropped low, and she drank like it was the first time for days. Step by step, I led her away from the road. Every hoof that touched the ground seemed heavy, but she followed. She trusted. Back at the shelter, the other animals was very curious. But this donkey, she was quiet. She just needed rest, care, and love. And I promised her she would never be forgotten again. In the days that followed, we worked slowly. Fresh hay, gentle brushing, a safe place to sleep. Her body was weak, and so was her spirit. By day 5, her ears peaked up when I came with food. By day 7, she even brayed softly. Her first sound, as if she was finally saying thank you. Saving her was not just about giving her food, it was about giving her back the dignity, her worth, her voice. Så er det Yoda, Yoda! Then open the door, Brumbus. Yes, open. Exactly. And that's how Brumbus visits Yoda many times a day. Since she had been alone for God knows how long, she formed a special bond with Brumbus. They were like pot and pan. I also know that she needed a friend, and that was what came out of a very strong friendship between a donkey and a dog. She still wasn't sure about human hands. She was afraid of me. But Brumbus, little by little, taught her that my hands were friendly and came from a good heart. It is what it is here in the Dominican Republic. When an animal don't have the benefit of working anymore, they get thrown on the street, or even worse. I of course know that we cannot save them all, and I had to build a whole new enclosure to help this donkey. But when I look at the story now, I see that she is exactly where she's supposed to be. Here you see how Brumbus is learning her to trust me. Brumbus is showing her that my hands are Okay. Life have a way to remind us that the work is never finished. Exactly 1 week later, it happened again. Another donkey. His head hung low, a rope cutting into his skin. His eyes told me the same story, the story of being forgotten. And again I knew this was not a coincidence. This was a second chance. Not just for him, but for me to keep saying yes. When I approached him, he barely reacted, as he no longer expected kindness. But slowly, with patience, I untied the rope. The moment he realized he was free, he lifted his head just a little. His leg trembled, but he followed me. Every step was a struggle, because his hoofs were so short that he could not nearly walk. What do you want, honey? What do you need? Why are you shouting at me like this? Why are you shouting like a crazy donkey? And you, why are you shouting? Why are you shouting? I don't have anything right now. It's not every time I have something. No. John. Nej. The farrier came to take care of Elmo's hoofs. After that followed long time with hoof care. I even tried to create some new shoes so that he could walk easier. I tried with all I had, but it was impossible. Many days went by where Elmo could not even walk. His legs hurted, his hoof hurted, and I ran out of ideas of what to do. He was sad, I was sad. And then I started looking on the internet to try to figure out if there was any way I could help him off with some of the pain. And trust me, magic do happen. So today is a really big day for us because Elmo got from EPS and Caballo shoes. Elmo, move! His new shoes that were donated to us here at Hot Dog DR. This is 2 rescue donkeys who was beaten up and left on the street. And I reached out to Caballo Shoes to ask them if they could help because Elmo have really bad front hoofs. And they reached out back to me right away and say of course they could. So we not only got donated 1 pair of shoes, we got donated 2 pair of shoes, brand new. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you from Hot Dog DR. Thank you from Elmo. And thank you from my heart for people like you who, I get a little bit emotional, who want to help when animals are in a bad condition. Thank you.